Hello and welcome to Nosy Tarot Entertainment, where this nosy person plays with tarot cards for entertainment only. Today we're doing a deep dive on Beomgyu. We are going to get started with Major Arcana, and then we will pull some cards and see what comes out for 2025 for Beomgyu. Let's go ahead and get started. I did look up his zodiac. He is a Pisces, and also when I was shuffling the cards, the World card fell out. So let's see if that continues to show itself. Also, I did do some coffee ground readings, so we'll read that at the end. What is Beomgyu's current overall Major Arcana? What is 2024 Major Arcana for Beomgyu? What was his 2024 Major Arcana? What is Beomgyu's 2025 Major Arcana, please? 2025 Major Arcana. What is Love Life Major Arcana for Beomgyu? Love Life Major Arcana. Beomgyu's Love Life Major Arcana, please. What is Beomgyu's Career Major Arcana, please? Career Major Arcana. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And just while I'm shuffling, I have this cup right here, and right here it looks like a horse's face looking right at me. Okay, so overall Major Arcana, the Tower in the reverse. Okay, so it looks like Beomgyu is kind of navigating what could be some choppy waters right now. Could be that Beomgyu is in the middle of, I want to say, like a disagreement or an argument, or maybe he's just uncomfortable at this time. We will continue to pull cards and we'll see what comes out with this, but it looks like there's something that he is trying to avoid or stay out of the middle of. 2024 Major Arcana. Strength card in the reverse. Okay, so it looks like this can be a bit of a carryover for what his current Major Arcana is, because the Strength card in the reverse can be an inability to tap into or to control something that is inside of us, and sometimes that'll manifest itself as a failure, or we didn't do as good as we could have. Maybe he feels a little ashamed or embarrassed with how he handled something, and sometimes this could be representative of a person who feels like a little cowardice. Maybe they don't like confrontation. 2025, the Sun card in the reverse. So this is the third card that we've gotten that are all in the reverse. So I'm curious about what is going on with him, but he does seem to be a little unsettled right now, a little unhappy. And Love Life Major Arcana. We continue with the cards in the reverse. So this is an imbalance, and I think that this really could be an imbalance between his love life and his career, but I think it could also be just an addition to everything else that we're already seeing. You know, when we are living a life that is out of balance, it's difficult for us to thrive and prosper. It's difficult for us to be happy. And then Career Major Arcana. Lovers in the reverse. So let me know, what is he working on as far as his career? Because I get the sense with all of these in the reverse that he may be doing something that is a little off the beaten path for him. I think that he's in, I want to say TXT, so Korean K-pop. Maybe they're on a hiatus right now and he is earning revenue in a different kind of way. Maybe I know that sometimes they act, or sometimes they endorse like brands, or I'm not sure, but I get the sense that this is something different for him, or something new, and that could be why everything came out in the reverse. I am going to look at the cards No, they're not all in reverse. Yeah, okay. So, no, they're not all in reverse. What can we know about this Tower in the reverse? What can we know about this Tower in the reverse? So we got the Magician in the reverse, so that could be a bit of blocked creative energy or a lack of creativity, which could also be reflected by this Sun card in the reverse. Also, it can be like feeling as though we're not being used or living up to our full potential. What else? What else can we know about this Tower in the reverse? Look at that Temperance card in the reverse. Yeah, so again, it's about him knowing his extremes, and he could just be a little restless right now. And so he, you know, isn't really having any peace right now. Oh, all these major arcana. Devil card in the reverse. Yeah, there is something that he is attached to. And this can be a little bit of like codependency. So it could be a person that he is attached to. But it could also be... Oh my gosh. Okay. So finally, we get a card that isn't major arcana. So I think that he's really struggling with... I want to say like his identity, who he is, what he wants, what he's good at. He could also have a Virgo, Sagittarius, or a Capricorn that is very close by, even a Libra. But he's trying to balance out his scales to get to self-fulfillment, not even happiness, but just being stable and fulfilled. Yeah, because right now he feels he's lost something, like he has been a bit of a failure. He's at a disadvantage. Why? Tell us why. Why does he feel this way? Why is he having an identity crisis? Thank you. We got the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So I think that he is just confused right now. It's like he doesn't know where to go or what to do. I want to say initially my thought is like his mom, you know, maybe he's a bit of a mama's boy. Or maybe he gets a lot of nurturing and love and affection from the fans. Like maybe he interacts with y'all a lot. And even when he is a little unhappy or trapped or feeling some anxiety, he cares more about y'all and y'all's feelings over himself. So he may not necessarily feel the need to change or to work on himself because he thinks that making other people happy will eventually make him happy. And it does work that way sometimes. Like if we're feeling down or sad and we do something for other people, it'll make us feel better, especially like around the holidays, you know. If you do, I mean, and that's just an example. Yeah, I think he needs to worry more about his own happiness and well-being. And you know what? This Ten of Cups here, right before all of these major arcanas that came out, maybe he is considering or feeling the need to be worried about his own happiness over y'all's, and that's throwing him off because he's usually more concerned with y'all's happiness and knowing that he loves y'all instead of his own happiness. And so he's struggling, maybe feeling a little selfish because he's thinking about putting his own happiness, you know, at the forefront, or, you know, just making that a little more important. Okay, what is his energy, main energy for 2025, please? Main energy. Okay, so main energy for 2025 is going to be the Page of Wands. Sagittarius energy here. It's about being responsible and disciplined, and also the root chakra here. So a lot of fire and passion. I absolutely love that, considering all these cards that we just got here. World in the reverse, happiness, and then the Sun card. Okay, so I think as 2025 continues, that he is going to gain some momentum. I get the sense that there is going to be some kind of job or project that he starts working on. Yeah, a new journey that he is, it's currently brewing, or it's in the works. It's on its way to him. It's manifesting right now. But I think that he is going to continue to have issues with like whatever it is that binds him. You know how earlier I said it could be like codependency. It could be like being a perfectionist and feeling as though he doesn't get stuff perfect, you know. But whatever it is that binds him, that this card represents, he is going to continue to encounter and deal with it. But I think that eventually, as the year goes on, he is going to have more of a reason to celebrate and some happiness. And I think that's going to be dependent upon all his charisma and his riz, and this passion that he's going to have for this project. I don't know if TXT is going to do something in the middle of the year. I'm getting like April. Yeah, I'm getting like around April or March. But it's really going to give him like, you know, a little bit of purpose and happiness. What has been holding him back? Thank you. Okay, so we got the Three of Cups in the reverse, and this can be a couple of things. The first thing that I was getting is that he has a lack of a social life, which would play into him needing his own happiness, because I get the sense that he interacts with y'all a lot, and he gets a lot of love and support through, maybe he's big on social media, and that just kind of keeps him going. But I'm also curious if maybe he doesn't have a bit of, if he doesn't overindulge in whatever that might be. And it can be like, you know, alcohol, drugs, sex, that kind of stuff. But being that I keep seeing that he is not concerned with his own happiness, it seems like he gets that from y'all. So he wants to put y'all's happiness above his own. That could also be something that is a bit overindulging, because, you know, he needs to be a little self-indulgent for himself. What does Beomgyu need to change? What does he need to change? What does Beomgyu need to change? Two. Okay, so all wands, all in the reverse. And so I think that, and look, this is the second time, I don't know if y'all have been seeing this while I'm sitting here, but this is the second time that I saw the Tower in the reverse at the bottom. And remember, his current overall energy was the Tower in the reverse. Since it's shown itself a few times, let's just read it. Resisting change. Look right here, first line. Two of Wands in the reverse. Fear of change. And then look, we had gotten this earlier. Death card in the reverse. Inability to move forward. Fear of beginnings. Repeating negative patterns. Resisting change. So there's some change that he's resisting. Resisting change, avoiding disaster, averting disaster, avoiding tragedy, delaying the inevitable, and avoiding loss. And so I think that could be what he is doing right here. I asked, what does he need to change? And he needs to, I think that he is trying to compromise and like go along with the flow. for a fear of change, because he's trying to avert disaster or avoid, you know, chaos. So I think that's something he needs to change. Let's see. What does he need to focus on in 2025 for success? What does he need to focus on in 2025 for success? Drop the card. Magician in the reverse and the 8 of Wands. So it looks like he needs to work on well, he needs to focus on movement. He needs to focus on action, taking action, and also like, again, you see this light around the head. It's like enlightenment and you know, having an idea, having a revelation. And so I think that this is representative of both what he needs to focus on within himself and then on the outside. So he needs to work on not being stagnant and getting some momentum behind him. What is the possible biggest obstacle for 2025? Possible biggest obstacle for 2025. If this is the Tower, I'm going to be too done. Okay, it's not. The Queen of Cups. So possible biggest obstacle is going to be him making decisions that are not his own. Making decisions that aren't that he's not factoring himself into. And again, that would go back to him trying to make a compromise and doing it to avoid disaster or for fear of change. Let me switch decks. Tell me about his connection with the other members in TXT. Thank you. Tell me about his connection to the other members in TXT. So we got the Knight of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Hermit card, Seven of Wands in the reverse, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so I do think that they are still, you know, together as a band, you know, they're still creating, they're still working. But I get the sense that they are a little, I want to say oppressed, but I don't know how much say they have in their music or their tour, their style, stuff like that. But I'm curious if he's very young, because this little kid right here caught my eye, because I'm talking about his connection with his bandmates, and this is about a give and take for work that's done. And I don't know, it's like, you know, this person's a little older and this one's really young. Like, I wonder what kind of work they're doing together. You know, maybe he is a page and he took a message or walked a dog or something. I don't know. But this little kid really stood out to me. So I wonder if he's not very young, and that could also talk about why maybe he is willing to kind of please others. But I think that it's also represented here again, the Seven of Wands in the reverse. This is him not standing up or defending himself. And with it being next to this little kid, that caught my eye. I wouldn't be surprised if that's why. But I think that otherwise he's happy to be in the group. I think that when he's on stage, he takes on a very different persona, somebody who is bold and, you know, very eye-catching. But this Hermit in the middle, I don't know what that is. Tell me about this Hermit in the middle. Ace of Pentacles, okay. And the Page of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so I get the sense that this isn't Okay, so it could, my first thought is that it's like a manager or a chaperone, all right, Virgo card. But it could also be like the leader of TXT. There's usually one who is kind of more experienced, or who kind of, everyone kind of considers them a leader, or like the main person, or the most popular person, the most successful person. And I think that he would like to be taken under that person's wing. Yeah. He would like for them to kind of mentor him and pour into him. Why? Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this guy is a perfectionist. Like, he wants to be the best at everything, and he stresses out about it. He feels like he could be doing more. He's unfulfilled. But look at what caught my eye right here. So you see this Queen of Swords? Look at how it looks like she is just gripping onto this little handle right here, or whatever that is. Like, she doesn't just have her hand there, she's like gripping it, like she's stressed or angry. And I think that's like him having a little bit of built up frustration, because he feels as though, he's not doing his best, that he could do better. He's not living up to his own standard. And tell me about his connection with his managers. Connection with his managers. Ten of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So I think that this again is a scale, and it could be, is it balanced? Tell me about this scale. Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so there's definitely an imbalance here. It's not exactly stable right now. And I think that it's because he is happy to be part of the group and to be, like famous. And I'm guessing he's doing something that he loves with music, but he does feel a little trapped. And so I think that could be where maybe he would like just a little more freedom. But I think that his managers keep a pretty short leash on him. All right, what about the best possible outcome for 2025? Best possible outcome. Okay, oh, we got 3 cards. Great. Okay, so best possible outcome for 2025 is that he is gonna start giving, I was gonna say 0 shits, but I'm gonna say that he's gonna start giving 2 shits, because based off of his ambition and what seems to be perfectionism and his desire to please and appreciate y'all as the fans, he is always going to care a little bit. But I think the best possible outcome for him is to care just a little less, so he can breathe. It's almost like so he can exhale and be himself. And so he isn't as mentally stressed or stagnant, and it doesn't take so much out of him. So I think that if he would kind of relax a little bit and allow himself to be truly shown, I think that that would make his life just a little more enjoyable, and then maybe at that point he wouldn't need so much love and reassurance from y'all as the fans. Okay, let's get to, let me ask about his love life, because if I don't, y'all are going to be upset. What can we know about Beomgyu's love life? What can we know about Beomgyu's love life? 3 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. His love life right now, it's, I want to say that it's not an issue. You can see that these people right here, they're drawing up plans, they're working on stuff, and that's what he wants to attack. That's what he wants to slay and conquer. So I don't think that he is, even open to love right now. Let's look at these coffee grounds. So, like I said, I don't know if you can see, but you see this right here? It looks like a horse, like looking right at us. Like that's the muzzle. See the ears and the eyes right there. So I think that he's a really healthy person. I don't know if he is health conscious. Maybe he's the kind of person like he eats high protein, organic, but that could definitely be represented here. Maybe very lean with a little muscle, I mean, think of a horse, they're sleek. I also see this as a river. So I get the sense that like communication just flows through him. Like he's a great communicator. Oh, look, there's a dragon here. Was he born in the year of the dragon? Does he have a dragon tattoo? Do you see that dragon right there? But I like that it's looking this way, but it makes me think that there are things in his past that he is battling because it's trying to roar its ugly head. What is this roaring its head? What is this roaring its head? Yeah, so the Hierophant in the reverse, Nine of Cups in the reverse, and the High Priestess. So again, I think that it is a matter of him being very, very hard on himself. He could be one of those people who is his own worst enemy. But he needs to make sure that he is tapped into whatever his spiritual higher power is. And again, the High Priestess, this can be somebody who is very studious, somebody who works very hard, but is also nurturing and healing. And again, I think look at how this arrow is pointing this way. And where is that head rearing? This way. And so I think that as nurturing and healing as he can be, he pours that out into other people, and he needs some of that for himself. But you know what? I do think that he is on his way to being successful with that. Look at how there's like a little caterpillar at the bottom right here. Do you see that? And what happens with caterpillars? They continue to grow, and eventually they're going to go into a little cocoon and turn into a butterfly. And again, more wisdom. I know that we just got that High Priestess card over here. And I see that, I don't know if he is, maybe he's one of those people, because I felt that he was young over here with that kid. Maybe he's one of those people who are wise beyond their years. Or, sometimes you get a person and they just have like an older person's soul in them. That could definitely be the case with him. Or he is currently in the middle of acquiring some kind of new knowledge or wisdom. Yeah, I think that he needs to be careful with like indulgence, like especially alcohol. I hope you can see this. See how that kind of looks like a beer bottle? Can you see it? Looks like a beer bottle or a wine bottle. It's even got a little label on it. You see, that's the spout. And there's the label right there. But it is in his past, so hopefully that's something that he's pretty much gotten over, but that could also be whatever it is that is trying to rear its head. But he's got this dragon here, and look, he's actually got two. It's like a gargoyle that is protecting him from dark or negative spirits, which, overindulgence could be one. I can't believe how much that looks just like a wine or a beer bottle. I hope y'all can see that. What else? Yeah, I think I wonder if he does stuff like on TikTok, or maybe he gets like a little bit of income, because you see all this, I feel like that's income, and it's like sporadic. So I don't know if he does like his own merch, or maybe he gets paid for social media. But he's definitely got some income coming in other than other than his K-pop check. He needs to make sure he's paying his taxes. Make sure he's paying his taxes, and you know, that he has all of those financial records in order. I also get the sense that he has a what's it called, a steely gaze, almost like Medusa. Like I see Medusa in here. Do y'all see Medusa and the snakes in her head? So you know, Medusa was actually put through a very tragic event, which is what caused her to be cursed by, I believe it was Hera. And that was why she ended up looking the way that she looked. And because of what was done to her, and then because of her being cursed, that is why she became so mean and evil and bitter. And I think that he needs to protect himself against that. He should also let me pull cards on this. Hold on. What is this that's weighing him down? Yeah, so I think that, and again, I get the sense that he's pretty young, but there is something that just weighs on him. It's like really just caked there. You can see it. And I think that it's a fear for him that he'll never be good enough and that he'll never be happy. Yeah. I think that he's afraid of just reaching a plateau, or maybe even having already achieved everything that he's ever going to achieve. But he knows that, I get the sense that right now he is kind of like resting or stagnant. He's not creating, like not actually creating, you know, like I get, like I said, maybe TikTok or some kind of social media, but not like creating, you know. And I think that he understands that he needs to move. He needs to start doing something, especially if he wants to become this King of Swords, who is, again, very wise, very smart. I wonder if he has dreams, especially about like his family who have passed beyond the veil. I wonder if he has dreams about them. Maybe they speak to him in ways that he doesn't even realize. Oh, so I love this. Right away, looking at this, the first thing that I saw right here is it's almost like the Korean, well, I don't know if it's Korean, but it's like anime. And you know how their little eyes kind of like squeeze shut when they have this big smile. And then I see them doing, what is it, that little heart that they do. So I do think that he is definitely going to find his happiness. I think that he is going through some personal issues though, and it's almost like he doesn't want to close the circle. He doesn't want to come around full circle, or maybe he just doesn't believe that he can, because it's like, without me being sad, without me pushing myself so hard, then who am I? What would I do? Then what? You know? But I also think that there is a bond. I want to say it's between like him and his mom. There is a bond that I think